Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew. Well, there are reports circulating, uh, obviously through the YouTube boxing community media, that the fight between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is canceled. All of these reports that has been circulating for the past 24 hours basically somewhere, somehow in the video that they say that this fight is canceled, it always sounds like it's breaking news. This fight between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is canceled. And then later on in the video, the same video, those same people say, well, we don't know if it's actually true or not. Well, which one is it? Is the fight canceled between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach? Or is it just a rumor? And I'm asking that because everybody's going off of the post that Tank Davis himself landed. He published it. He flew a kite out there. And in his post through social media, I think he said something, because my man sent it to me. It said the effing fight is canceled. Now, I don't know what fight he was talking about. I mean, it's safe to assume and jump to a conclusion that he was referring to his own fight with Lamont Roach on March 1st. But I didn't have enough definitive information to come out and post or publish the fact that the fight between him and Lamont Roach is canceled. You know, so I am taking the professional approach, like I always do. Let's wait and see if other people who are close to the event post it. Let me give you an example before I speak on Tank Davis's post. Let's say representation of TGB Promotions come out and say that the fight is canceled between Lamont Roach and Tank Davis. Let's say a publicist. Kelly Swanson. She works, her company, Kelly Swanson's company, worked very, very closely as the publicist for PBC and the fighters and, of course, the promotions of the PBC events. Now, if she or a representative of her publicist company come out and say that the fight between Lamont Roach and Tank Davis is canceled, then I'm more inclined to believe it. If Lamont Roach comes out and confirm what Tank Davis is assumed to be implying, that the fight is canceled between himself and Tank Davis, then I may be more inclined to believe it. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? Okay. So because I haven't seen the publicist for PBC or representation of her company, someone who's close to Tank Davis and the GTD Promotions banner, i.e. Leonard Ellerby, and even the other fighter, the opponent himself, Lamont Roach, or Tom Brown, the promoter or representative of TGB Promotions, come out and say that this fight is canceled, then if they don't come out and say it, then I don't believe it. Me personally. I'll even throw another one out there. What about an executive that represents Amazon Prime, the pay-per-view arm, the streaming arm of Amazon through sports. Have an executive come out, which is the platform that's going to be streaming this event. If he or she comes out and confirm it, then I'm more inclined to believe it. But until then, I don't believe it. And I won't believe it. But I do have a challenge, though, for the quote-unquote YouTubers and journalists and sports media representatives and members. I do have a challenge, though. Did any of you talk to any of the people that I just named? Even the YouTubers in the boxing community. Did any of you interview Tank Davis? How about Lamont Roach? How about reaching out to Tom Brown from TGB Promotions? Did any of you try to reach out to the publicist, Kelly Swanson? What about Leonard Ellaby? I'm just asking a question. How about an executive at Amazon Prime? No, you haven't? So then it's just a rumor. And I'm not criticizing anybody to assume that because, hey, it's not anyone else's fault that Tank Davis even published it or posted it in the first place, if he was referring to his own fight. Because I still don't have confirmation that he was referring to his own fight. But needless to say, the bottom line is it's all about due diligence when you're a reporter. We can't pick and choose when we want to do due diligence when we reporting on stuff. I'm just saying. And it's not an indictment on anyone in particular. I'm just saying in general. Get all of the facts first. Ascertain all of the information. Collect enough data first. Because Tank Davis, he posted what he posted and then he immediately deleted it. How do we know that Tank Davis wasn't trolling? How do we know that Tank Davis wasn't sending a subliminal message? How do we know that? I'm just asking the question. How do we know that? We don't. So because of that, we can't naturally assume that the fight is canceled and then everybody's just reporting on it and jumping on the bandwagon. Report is cancel. Talk to the people that are close to the promotion, that's close to the actual event, and get more confirmation from them before reporting it. Now, if you say allegedly, then I respect that. But the bottom line is, I don't think that the fight is canceled. But who cares what I think? If the appropriate personnel do not come out and report it and confirm it, I will not believe it until that happens. And so for me, this fight is still on March 1st between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. And what happens if the fight is canceled? Let's find out why. Was there an injury that took place somewhere on either fighter's camp? These are questions that can be easily asked by the members of the media before reporting this. And then, you know, when one person reports something, it spread like wildfire. Oh, boy. Well, I guess that's my perspective on it. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.